Hi, it's Friday, and time to look back at what happened this week at Queen's Park. The legislature was back, and two bills passed the legislature. À l'Université Laurentienne, les compressions très importantes, voire dévastatrices. On the pandemic front, we've gone from emergency break to stay at home to now, quote, losing the battle between the variants and the vaccines. Please keep watching if you want to hear more. If not, join me next week as we look back at what happened at Queen's Park. Two bills passed third reading in the legislature. One was Bill 254, which changes how elections are run and financed. I didn't like the fact that this bill doubles the maximum contribution amount to $3,300. That's a lot of money. Very few people donate that much, and I think it was excessive. Bill 245 passed. That tries to increase the diversity of judges, which is a good thing, but it also gives the government much more room to make partisan appointments. The budget bill is in committee. The witnesses have been heard, and now they are going through clause by clause, potentially making some amendments and voting on each clause. So the committee will soon be finished with the budget bill, and it will go back to the full legislature. L'Université Laurentienne, lundi, a supprimé un quart de ses postes d'enseignants et 28, soit 40% de ses programmes francophones. L'opposition a demandé pourquoi le gouvernement de M. Ford n'est pas intervenu plus tôt pour éviter les compressions dévastatrices à l'Université Laurentienne et demande un moratoire d'un an sur les coupures en programmation de langue française. On the pandemic front, Premier Ford says we are now losing the battle. Today, the province implemented more severe measures. Stay-at-home is now extended to Victoria Day weekend. There are border checks on the provinces to make sure people are only crossing the provincial border for essential trips. The police are able to stop anybody in their car and ask where they're going. And they're able to give tickets if people are not going out for essential purposes. Outdoor and indoor activities are canceled except for exercise outside, and people who live alone can meet with one other person from another household. They're going to concentrate vaccinations to vulnerable areas. They're going to bring in student nurses and retired nurses and medical staff from outside of Ontario, even outside of Canada. We're retreating to the posture that we were in March and April of last year, and I think it's important for people to take that attitude of March and April last year, being very, very careful about spreading the virus. The advantage is we now, this year, can see the end because the vaccines are coming in, and as the weeks pass by, more and more people will have vaccines. So we've just got to stick to the plan, stick together, and things will improve later in the year. Unfortunately, Premier Ford did not implement something that medical officials, health officials, and the Science Advisory Table have been recommending for some time, and that is supports for sick frontline workers to just stay at home. That's paid sick leave. So if somebody wakes up sick, they may need to go to work because they're living paycheck to paycheck, but if paid sick leave is available, they can just decide that they're sick, they can't go to work, and they won't spread the virus to their coworkers. That was unfortunately not implemented. If you like these videos, please follow me on social media and tell me what you think in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you next week when I review what happened at Queen's Park.